A. Knowledge of user acceptance testing, UAT, during software implementation. The curriculum identifies knowledge of user acceptance testing, UAT, during software implementation as an important competency because finance professionals increasingly participate in enterprise system implementations, FP&A platform upgrades, ERP deployments, and business process automation initiatives. User acceptance testing is the final validation stage before a system is released into production, ensuring that the software meets business requirements and supports real-world operational processes effectively. UAT differs from technical testing because it focuses on business functionality, usability, and operational readiness from the end-user perspective rather than system coding performance alone. Effective UAT reduces implementation risks, improves user adoption, and supports successful technology deployment across organizations. User acceptance testing is conducted by business users, subject matter experts, and operational stakeholders who validate whether software performs according to business requirements and practical workflows. Unlike unit testing or integration testing performed primarily by developers or technical teams, UAT emphasizes real-world scenarios and operational functionality. Finance, accounting, procurement, sales, and operational personnel often participate because they understand daily business processes and expected system outcomes. During UAT, users execute predefined test cases covering activities such as budgeting, reporting, forecasting, data integration, approvals, and transaction processing. Successful UAT confirms that the system supports operational requirements accurately, efficiently, and consistently before organizations proceed with production deployment and organizational adoption. Effective UAT begins with clearly defined business requirements, detailed test planning, and realistic test scenarios aligned with operational workflows. Organizations typically develop UAT plans outlining objectives, scope, test cases, expected outcomes, acceptance criteria, timelines, responsibilities, and escalation procedures. Test scenarios should reflect actual business activities rather than purely technical functions because the primary objective is validating operational usability and business process alignment. Realistic test environments and accurate test data are also critical because differences between testing and production conditions may create misleading results. FP&A professionals often contribute by validating forecasting models, budgeting workflows, financial reports, and data integration processes to ensure the implemented system supports organizational planning and reporting requirements effectively. Communication and collaboration are essential components of successful user acceptance testing because software implementation projects involve multiple stakeholders with different responsibilities and expectations. Business users, developers, project managers, system integrators, and finance teams must coordinate closely throughout the testing process to identify issues, document findings, prioritize corrections, and confirm resolutions. Poor communication or unclear requirements frequently causes delays, incomplete testing, and operational problems after deployment. Organizations therefore establish structured defect management procedures, feedback loops, and governance frameworks to support efficient issue resolution. Early involvement of end users also improves organizational acceptance and increases confidence in the new system. Continuous user engagement strengthens testing quality and enhances long-term implementation success across enterprise technology projects. Common challenges during UAT include inadequate test planning, unrealistic timelines, insufficient user participation, inconsistent test environments, poor quality data, and changing business requirements. End users often have limited availability because of operational responsibilities, making comprehensive testing difficult. Organizations may also underestimate the complexity of integrated systems involving ERP platforms, financial reporting tools, and operational databases. Resistance to organizational change can further reduce testing effectiveness if users are unfamiliar with new workflows or technologies. To address these challenges, organizations implement training programs, establish clear testing protocols, prioritize critical workflows, and allocate sufficient resources for testing activities. Strong project governance and executive support are also important because successful UAT requires coordination across technical and business functions. Modern organizations increasingly integrate UAT into broader agile development, continuous testing, and digital transformation strategies. Rather than treating UAT as a single final activity, many organizations conduct iterative acceptance testing throughout implementation cycles to improve responsiveness and reduce defects earlier in development. Automated testing tools, workflow platforms, and collaborative feedback systems further improve efficiency and documentation quality during testing processes. FP&A professionals play an increasingly important role because finance systems directly influence budgeting, forecasting, compliance, reporting, and operational decision-making activities. Strong understanding of user acceptance testing enables finance professionals to support successful software implementations, reduce operational risks, improve system adoption, and strengthen organizational performance through effective technology integration and business process optimization.